Yes. So Rod has the floor.
So the women had a council eons ago, and that council gave us what's known as the gender contract.
Nicole, personally, because it's my experience, I'm going to share this today. Now, right quick.
I came across some Crumb Snatcher videos. One is a video about Larry Hoover. Another one was a video about how the conscious community invented gangs in the inner city. A lot of people keep calling them gangs. Gang is a code word. The G is the seventh letter. If you remember the movie Avatar, Aang is the avatar. So the word gang in the secret societies is a very, very dreaded term. When they call somebody a gang, they're calling the gang the group, the flock from which the one would come from when they're calling them a gang. Now, I didn't try to work with the brother Crumb. I extended my hand, interjected on his live feeds to offer him free assistance with this bullshit that we deal with. He seemed not to be able to hear me. So this is how we gonna do it. Being that he is a quasi-public figure, and being as I am a don't give a fuck motherfucker, being that I got that motherfucking thug in me, being that he's talking about my people, Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford, and being that if you say the wrong thing, it can create a problem that I won't overlook. So I need to cut him off before he gets started, because we on a mission to clean this shit up once and for fucking all. So none of these Negroes, these conscious motherfuckers, want to acknowledge the only motherfucker they know can answer all the questions. They know it because I'm watching them. I know they know it because they all in the motherfucking brotherhood. My shit. The black ones, the white ones, the Mexican ones, the Asian ones, the Australian ones, they all part of my shit. Now, you sit here and we talk about these Illuminati motherfuckers. Somebody told y'all 22 plus years ago that we gonna kill that Illuminati bullshit once and for fucking all. Y'all didn't believe him, or y'all must have thought he was just talking as an entertainer. He was just being entertaining. It's more than one way to skin a fucking cat. More than one way to bust a gat. It's more than one way to murder these motherfuckers. You gotta bust a cat directly. You see the same motherfuckers, the same foul element that got us into this, getting us out of it as we speak. But there wasn't the foul element by choice. There was the foul element by force. See, somebody had to take the weight. Somebody had to suffer the afflictions and the abuse on both ends. See, it's just as painful to oppress a person as it is to be oppressed, but y'all don't understand that. Y'all thinking that y'all have never had power. And because you never had power, or so you think, that you don't understand what it's like to be the oppressor. Well, you motherfuckers forgot. Before there was a white supremacy, there was a sacred scroll of black supremacy. Before there was oppression of black people by white people, there was oppression of white people by black people. Everything the black people are complaining about right now that the white people did to them over the last 400-500 years, black people did worse to them for a longer period of time. So what do? We clean this shit up. That's all. Just clean it up. Don't take it personal. You don't really get all jacked out of shape about it. You just clean up the fucking mess. Now, because y'all don't remember, all of the pieces to the puzzle was scattered. It's only one motherfucker bad enough, brave enough, bold enough, don't give a fuck enough to go in there, get all they fucking secrets that they're using to keep y'all oppressed, and bring them out and show them to the people. Well, here we go. See, they call them gangs, which is really 7-ang, which G is the seventh letter made, which is a Masonic word, and y'all don't even know this. Y'all think y'all talking English. Y'all speak English, they speak elite. We listen, but we don't pay attention. So they speak elite and you speak English, but you believe y'all speaking the same language. I am the dread of the secret societies that oppress the people. Me, Judge fucking Dredd. I am the product of everything they wanted to subjugate and subdue with the wisdom of the ancients to overcome their oppression. That's who I be. This is a long, drawn out, lengthy process. So y'all got caught up in the throes of time and didn't really realize what was taking place. You see. So y'all took this shit for a joke. All right. So what do you think your ancestors was going to do when you keep doing libations? Did you think they was going to just ignore that, disregard what you were saying, and say, okay, let's just go along to get along? Or did you think that the ancestors was going to say, fuck that, they not going to keep doing this to my babies? So y'all ain't understanding it. Y'all got caught up in systems. Y'all got caught up in cycles. Fear. So now they call us gangs. Well, the gangs don't call themselves gangs. You see, you got the Blood Nation. You got the Crip Nation. You got the MS-13, who consider themselves a nation. You have the nation of the 5%ers. You have the nation of the black, you got the Black Gangster Disciple Nation, the Black Peace Stone Nation. You got the Vice Lord Nation. And y'all trying to get nationality cards to be part of the slave catcher system. You want to dive on to the slave master's wagon, tell them to wheel your ass on down to the auction block to continue selling your ass on the auction block because you don't know what's going on. So they tried to stop us. Go back to Tupac. Maru Shakur told y'all. He said, I'm just a kid. I'm getting calls from all over the country with motherfucking gang leaders telling me to run they shit. What do you think happened to all the motherfuckers that was calling him? So somebody got to unite the oppressed in face of the opposition that is the oppressor. That's my fucking job. Mizell, I told you on Boss, I'm going to get him. Yep, on Boss, nigga. 742-1519 BOS, nigga. We going to get that nigga. Fuck what they talk about. Fuck who they telling. I'm the motherfucker now with the juice. Remember the movie Pac did, Juice? It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. The whole movie is a metaphor. Y'all missed it. I ain't missed shit. They warned y'all that I was coming because they made movies called The Planet of the Apes. So now let me explain it to you. The monkey mind that they call us apes for never loses sight of the serpent. So, I live my life on grimy streets, struggling for life, weeding through snake bitches in search of a wife. The whole thing is keep your eye on the serpent. There's two. There's the serpent of wisdom, and there's the serpent of deception. The monkey mind, once he locates a serpent, it cannot detach from the serpent. As long as the serpent is anywhere in the vicinity, the monkey mind can't take his mind off of it. So, I'm going to break this gang shit down before Crumb say the wrong shit. But I'm going to break it down in a different level because we not gang bangers as they called us. We are nations. We tribal motherfuckers. We was here before they came. We going to be here when they leave. Understand what I'm telling you. My vice lords, my black stones, my Titanic stones, my GDs, my BDs, my BGs. Yep. My Latin kings, my Latin counts, my satin disciples, my devil disciples. All of these motherfuckers, all of them, then bump me in. They sent motherfuckers from far and wide to confirm if they was going to let me motherfucking swing the bat, and they gave it to the wrong nigga because I'm going to knock a home run. Now, Brother Crumb, this is a direct message so you understand how this shit works. You brought up the symbols. You brought up the Vice Lord tree. That's what I call my motherland. And I'm going to tell you why I call it my motherland. Before there was ever a gang, before they ever came out with an idea of gang banging, my mama was a vice lord on a motorcycle in the 50s. But you don't know what a vice lord is. You don't know what a top hat and a cane really is if you don't know who the Baron is. Me, Baron LaCroix, Baron Samadi. This is African motherfucking conjure in your goddamn face, live, 3D, and personified. This is not a fucking game. The Baron of the Crossroad, the worst motherfucker that they ever want to bring back, they have to appease him. They have to appease him at every step of the way so he don't turn into the terror of the ages once again. So they want him to address the fucking grievances. You know where you go to the crossroad to sell your soul? The Baron is the collector of the debts. Somebody owe me and my motherfucking people a whole lot of shit. So let me run it down to you, Crumb. Off the motherland, the Vice Lord, the Top Hat, the Shelter. It is under the house of Baron LaCroix. The Cane, that's the shepherd's staff. Understand me, because the good shepherd always return his sheep to the fold. And so you got the cane, which is the same as the crook on the Pharaoh's chest. Crumb, since you want to get into this shit and you don't want to acknowledge that I'm fucking here, I'm going to break this shit down where it's undisputable facts. What Malachi called the Arati, unshakable shit. Now, my mother is the original queen of queens of vice lords. She didn't get that title because she was pretty, though she was gorgeous. She didn't get that title because she was the smartest motherfucker out there, but she was the wisest. She got that shit at the Battle of the Fists. You see, when she was collecting her motherfucking studs, see, you had a leather jacket that you got when you came in and it was just blank. And every time you won, they put a stud on the back of your jacket. My mama jacket had more studs than anybody else because she whooped more ass than anybody else. She was the queen of the vice lords. Understand what I'm telling you, Crumb? Now, the vice lords is the 5-point affiliation with the Black Peace Stone Nation, but we ain't got to there yet. Because first I got to tell you about my pops, who was Fork. Any GD know what the fork is? Need I say more? But for you who don't know, that means that my father was the king of the G's in absentia. So Larry ran interference the same as David Barksdale because something happened. Something happened where in the process, Fork flipped the queen of the lords. Unheard of. So she said he got more nerve than a brass-ass monkey. And when he realized he flipped the queen and she was everything that they said she was, he said she was more rare than a red-head, left-hand monkey. Now, when you put them two together, you get me. A motherfucker more rare than a red-head, left-hand, brass-ass monkey with the balls to match. Now, when that flip, when Fork flipped Big Red, as they called her back then, the game changed. Now, we need a whole nother avenue to get us out of this shit. Because if the system find out COINTELPRO is active, that's what y'all don't understand. The wisdom of the ancestors is to undermine the bullshit until it's time to overthrow the imposters. The time has come. They've been notified. They've been put on alert, drug out in the open. Motherfuckers know who they are. So let me tell you what happened, Crumb. Since you want to know what the literature means, I'm going to tie it together from Bloods to Crips, from MS-13 to Latin Kings and Latin Nations. And when I get done putting this shit together, I'm going to try to make it as sweet and swift as possible. But if I'm sitting here looking at all you dumb motherfuckers doing the same thing, not getting no motherfucking progress. The same shit Malcolm said about the train leaving Chicago to New York in '63 applies today. The fucking train moved, but in relation to the goddamn engine, you still the goddamn caboose. What the fuck is your problem? Now, you mentioned Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover is what you call a statesman, but you called him a politician. That's fine. I didn't find that offensive because the system that produces politicians mirrors the system that generates a statesman. Larry Hoover was the statesman, and he still is the statesman, and he's going to be the statesman. Now, the Black Peace Stone Nation, for those out of the shot that know what I'm talking about, that's right, we in the circle. For those in the Black Peace Stone Nation, those out of the shot gonna know what I'm talking about. You see, everything is hidden in plain sight. So, for y'all who don't know, I done flipped the queens of the Black Peace Stone Nation. Yep. I'm the baddest motherfucker ever born. I know where all the queens at. I know where all the kings at, and I know how to bring us all together. So I'm going to tell you how I got here. I flipped off the motherland to the fatherland. They stuck me in the 2-ball cane. The 2-ball cane blackballed me and slipped me back to the 4-corner shuffle. That's where you get your 4-corner hustler, solido. So I had to be blessed in by a motherfucking foe, which was Kyrie, which was my bunkie in 91. Now, in 93. Now, Kyrie told me I ain't never seen a G that I respect like I do you. Understand what I'm telling you? So then, to make this shit legit, I got to meet one of the king of the lords. So then the 4-star elite, little J, flipped me over to Willie Lord. Willie Lord, he folks, but he the one. Division 1, A1. He had just got out. They had just had a shootout on the Dan Ryan coming off the west side, and they arrested him on the gun case, flipped him back in. He was in ABO, downstairs, Division 1. I was on A1. Now, when he flipped me to Willie Lord gave me the stamp of approval of the Vice Lord Nation. See? But I wasn't done, you see, because the Cobra Strongs had to accept me. But I had a bunkie name that we used to call MC. As a matter of fact, I had 2 of them that blessed me as the one. See, then the Black Soul sent somebody, and we call him Soul, Division 1, A1. He said, yeah, we'll take that one right there. So then I had to be accepted by the BDs, by the BGs. They said, all right, he the one. I was already a GD. So now there's other nations I got to infiltrate. So while all this is going on, I'm studying my nation doctrine. But then my brother flipped me to Ansars. So now I'm on Malachi land. You understand what I'm saying? So this 5% shit starting to saturate. As I start to digest Kenneth 13 next, aka Pudding, Father God Allah in the flesh walked around and showed them motherfuckers shit of who we were and who we are. See? So then they get Jeff and they flip him into the system as a little kid and they flip him back out. He's a little bit wiser. See, he done went in and he done got something for me. So off the 4 line, we flipped to the P's, the P stones, the 21 brick pyramid. But then Larry got flipped to the 6. So now you got a 20 brick pyramid. That's why they say 20 more. But remember that the stone the builder rejected became the chief cornerstone. So when you flip the 1 off the motherfucking 5 over to the 6, you understand me? So that's how the fork end up with the motherfucking 6. The baby G, the BG, that's me, who grow up to be the motherfucking king of kings, the crown prince. I'm going to set this shit straight. So now, only thing we got to do, understand me, is get these Crips and Bloods on the line. Yep. So I come through. I got blessed in by the Crip. I just called him Crip. But if you go through my records, you'll see that we came in, we got arrested in Chicago together. He came in on the extradition because he was a hitter. I came in on the case. Now, as the time rolled on, I got to get confirmed by the religious elites. I got to get confirmed by the Moors. I got to get confirmed by Melanics. I got to get confirmed by the Nation of Islam, by the Ansars, by the Christians, by the Jehovah's Witness, by the Buddhists. I done went through all they shit, and I come out that shit the baddest motherfucker ever born. So, Crumb, if you gonna talk about this shit, talk about this motherfucking shit. You said you wasn't sugarcoating, but you run from me. This how you don't sugarcoat that shit. This my shit. I'll put these bitches on notice. Watch the court case at the Supreme Court. They ain't never had no shit like this about to happen. Byron Allen about to shut this shit off up there. I'm setting this shit off with you dumbass niggas who walking around kissing the white man ass, always complaining about the white man who ass you kiss instead of doing your own goddamn work. I did my fucking work. This is the exit strategy. So, Crumb, you can share this to Instagram, to Twitter, to Facebook, to YouTube, to any social media you want to. I'm the motherfucking king of kings. This my shit. These bitches gonna bring it to me. Watch the court case. Listen to the Justice Department, because I done already put them all on notice and they out of order. Indigenous rights rule this bitch now. That Constitution expired. The Constitution expired. It was on a time limit. That shit over. That shit over. I'm the motherfucker now. I'm the one that got approved by the Cherokee, the Chippewa, the Choctaw, the Blackfoot, the Dakota. I'm that motherfucker. I'm the motherfucker that the Iroquois, the Washita said he the chief of the chiefs. I'm that motherfucker. I'm the one that motherfucker's been knocking and rapping and tapping through the Masonic Lodge, through the Rosicrucians trying to get his attention. I'm that motherfucker. I set all the shit in place so when the shit don't go right, I'll come set this bitch back in order. I started this motherfucking gangster shit, and I'm going to show you how gangster this shit get. Crumb, since you want to ignore me, go ask Larry where he at. Go ask Malachi. Go ask Imam Abu Jamal. Go ask them all. And they're going to tell you the same shit I'm telling you now. This is my shit. And I'm coming to get mine. Period. So, when we get blessed in through the Bloods, through the Crips, through MS-13, through all, I can't even name all these motherfuckers. And yes, La Cosa Nostra. You see, while you sitting here making friends with idiots, I'm sitting here making moves with gangsters, killers. Because I'm the baddest motherfucker that you ever seen with this shit. So, when they flipped him off the motherfucking 21 brick, right? They flipped him from the 5 to the 6. But now, all you Moors need to be paying attention, because then the 6 was flipped over to the 313. What's the 313? That's the Circle 7. You see? Used to be Oakland, Macomb, and Wayne County. Used to be the 313. Something happened in the middle of the initiation. Part of the 313 got flipped to the 248. Now that's 2 sevens, because 2 plus 4 plus 8 is 14. You see? So now the 313 remained the same. Now across the land, they got 3 sevens that got to match a man. That'd be me. The 7th son of the 7th daughter of the 7th son. Wake up, motherfuckers. I'm the baddest one. See, all those are secret codes encoded for a motherfucker to know who I was without having to figure this shit out. You see? So I had to be blessed off the fatherland. I had to be blessed off the motherland. But I had to be rejected by both of them at some time. Because remember, the stone that the builder rejected became the chief cornerstone. So when you read in the Circle 7 on the 4th page, the 4th is the indication of the vice lords. Remember, the 4 corner hustle started by Weasel, right? And Melvin Mays. Y'all know nothing about that if you ain't motherfucking off the west side of Chicago. So then they started that shit. Then what do? Remember, Mama's off the vice lord line. Pops is the 4th. I'm just the G in the middle. I'm just the 6th trying to be the 7th. Understand me? G is the 7th letter made, but if that shit ain't motherfucking squared off on all 4 corners, you don't have no motherfucking perfected man, because only the perfected man can put the whole puzzle together. That means Hiram must be raised according to the lodge. Ain't that right, Brother Crumb? So if Hiram be raised, where is the Orianos that he's coming from? Because he ain't in Egypt this time of the East. He's in Egypt of the West. But remember, he came forth from the right hand. The right hand of Mother Earth is represented by the state of Michigan. If the right hand of the Mother Earth is represented by the state of Michigan and he come from the 313, but they stretched it out to the 248, that's 3 sevens. Let's get this shit straight. So now we got the 3 sevens laid across the land. Then you got the 3 sevens in the perfected man. That's mind, body, and soul for those who don't know. So then we got to have 3 pyramids or so, 3 Orions to match the flow. So you got your Orion, your Orion, Michigan, your Orion, your Lake Orion, and your Orion Township. All of them stretched out with this GM shit, where all these motherfuckers got to go pick it and shit. But you ain't peeping the game. Y'all still stuck in this mortal shit. We walk this motherfucker by day or by night. It don't matter. We can see with sight beyond sight. As the eagle see in the day and the owl see in the night. Oh, you never seen the owl with a cane before? I wonder where that's from. My vice lords. So you pay attention to the subtleties, Brother Crumb. So when you talk about Larry Hoover, you talk about Jeff Ford, that shit stops with me. Because they not going to stay sitting in there rotting while you coward motherfuckers just talk about them. If you ain't part of the problem, then be part of the solution. But if you ain't part of the solution, you're going to get mowed down like the goddamn problem. This shit is not a game. Too many motherfuckers and motherfucking fail to let us be victims to this shit. So where do I come from? See, I'm stuck in the middle. Being that my mama was a vice lord and my daughter is a stone, I'm literally stuck in the middle. I got G's to the right and folks to the left. I'm stuck in the middle. Being stuck in the middle, I'm not just going to sit here. I'm a master of the game because that's what I do. I master shit. Just because I'm mastering it don't mean you got to know it. That's right. The gutter, the bottom. The black bottom, as they call it over here in Detroit, off the north end. You know what I'm talking about. Remember the BKs and the Earl Flynn's? Yeah, they blessed me in as a little tight. They don't even exist no more. They gave way to Pony Downs and Young Boys. And, you know, I done had the YBI want me to deal with motherfucking Butch Jones' bitch ass. I'm not going to touch Butch Jones' situation right now because we on some other shit. Just know that he did some shit he shouldn't have did with them kids. That's right, Daniel. I see you trying to bump straight, my brother. I've been hoping so. Oh, we got my homeboy Devin Samples on here. So look, back when I was doing my thing up here, fucking with Chief Pontiac, Sugar Bang, and fucking with the Samples, and the Loves, and the motherfucking Randolphs, the Alexanders, the Jamesons. This is the city that they hold down. They all blessed me in. I became Chief Pontiac when Bang couldn't perform the function in his absence. Because I be the most respected motherfucker out the land. So when you put all these pieces together, Crumb, this is the unification of all of the indigenous nations. They told you they was gangs. Remember, gang, G-A-N-G. Remember, the avatar is named Aang. G at the beginning, the 7th letter made. It's been squared off. Understand me? It's been squared off. So when you square off the G on the gang, you end up with the 7 as Aang. You end up with the avatar. Ila Mutajasid, as they say in Arabic. You end up with Christ consciousness, as the Christians call it. You end up with Hanuman the Great. Sun Wukong, that motherfucker you can't defeat. The immovable force that rolls over all you coward motherfuckers that get in the way of this liberation program. Right. So let's go to this BGF shit. That was started by Big George, the Soledad brother. You remember that, Kareem? Big George, the Soledad brother? See, when he found out it was 2 chapters to the Panthers, it was a fabricated Black Panther Party, and it was the original Black Panther Brigade who formed the first Black Panther Party in Mississippi. You see, Mississippi is the land of the Delta. My uncle used to call it the Bigfoot country. That means that it was ruled by my mama because they called my mama Bigfoot. And all this shit is for real. So if they call my mama Bigfoot and they always going down to Bigfoot country, let me tell you how I got here out of Bigfoot country. See, my mama was born in Mississippi, a little town called Magnolia. And from Magnolia, she moved to New Orleans, what they call the N.O. N.O. mean no, motherfucker. Dig what I'm saying? If you think I'm bullshitting, ask Master P to take you down to the Calio. Or go hang out with the motherfucking slime ball motherfuckers that produced that Birdman motherfucker. Yep. Baby raping ass nigga. He got it coming. He know what the fuck I'm talking about, and I ain't gonna put no respect on his bitch ass name. Come tell me that shit in my face, nigga. You know what the fuck time it is. And so, all of this gang banging shit is nation shit. While they trying to trick you into the slave system, telling you to get a nationality card, you would be more in line with God, earth, and the truth to go join the Vice Lords, the GDs, or the BDs, or the P-Stones, any of that shit, but they shit. Because this is our shit. See, and we put our shit together in such a way that even if you break it apart, it's a magnetic motherfucker gonna come put it all back together. You see? So the BGF was started by the Soledad brother, which was a clue also that the Panthers had been infiltrated. But you ain't got to ask me. You can go ask Bobby Seale to tell you the story. And he'll tell it to you. And he'll tell you who the Rats was and who flipped who out. You dig? So the Delta region, my mother came out of the N.O. as a Vadun. She converted to Christianity and she became a Christian. That's a good cloak. None of y'all remember. We never believed that shit. We used it to conceal our shit. That's what we use Christianity for, to conceal our shit, our own shit. We didn't believe that shit. Y'all taking that shit for the gospel, but we used it. That ain't the gospel. The gospel is in hieroglyphics. It tell you in the Bible. God wrote on walls. He didn't write on books. God wrote on walls. Where's the writing on the walls? God didn't write in books. He wrote on walls. Where the writing on the wall? Where the graffiti at? They showing you where the God's at all the time, but y'all sleep. This the wake-up call. So, when you say that Clarence 13X invented rap through the 5% Nation, you stupid ass. You don't know your own history. Rudy Ray Moore, rapping, you say, Dolomite is my name, and rapping and tapping is my game. Rapping is not a form of music. Rapping is a form of African conjuring. That's why in your Kabbalistic rites, you got your knocks. In your secret societies, you got your knocks. You understand? In your church, the preacher make the point with the fucking knocks. The rapping. Go back to the early 1900s of spiritualism, you will find out that rapping is how spirit communicated with man's mind. Spirit speak a language and humans speak a language. There's a synthesis in the two. If you know how to read the raps, you know how to rap back. And if you can rap back, you can tap back because it's a series. So I got to do the work. My father got to be a good man. My mother got to be a wise woman in order for me to be the king of kings. Well, Crumb, my mama was a wise woman and my daddy was a good man. And so when you put this shit together, they pulled us out of the land, brought us into Michigan to escape the drama, the warfare, so that we have a chance to get out of this shit. Nigga, we ain't stopped being warriors. We ain't stopped being gladiators. We ain't stopped trying to figure out a way from under this oppressor's foot. We never gave up, never relented, never surrendered. But some of you coward motherfuckers claiming y'all conscious and aware just ego woke. Your ego woke. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. So, this is how serious I am. I ride for Larry Hoover in this motherfucking first verse. You thought he was bad, but this nigga is worse. Well trained with the mind of a platinum-backed general. I'm looking at these niggas looking scary and pitiful. Claim to be G's, fucking knocking at their knees, never knowing in the game real niggas don't freeze. Real G's regroup, come back with a new plan, overcome obstacles and bomb for their real fam. Here I am, motherfuckers, I'm ready to roll all out, hold down the front line of Satan, that's my soul out. No doubt, I lean on my own mind, the soldier, the general, platinum, my own spine. All the time, these niggas in the background mumbling and frontline fumbling, talking about Larry and these motherfucking numbers and never take the time to understand real freedom takes a real plan, organized action, thoughts for a free man. Nigga, fuck that shit. I ride for black leaders, all the shakers and movers. I ride for Jeff Ford like I ride for Larry Hoover, Mio, Seiko, Dr. Malachi Hamilton. And all them fake motherfuckers, I can see right through you. So all stones take a knee, bow your head, bless the chief, pay close attention. If game peep game, then I'm about to set us free. Now, what y'all need to realize, this American dream shit is dead. There is no more corporation known as America functioning legally on our shit. They got to fucking go. Crumb. They gotta go if you get off your ass. Stop turning the blind eye to what the fuck's before you. All you coward motherfuckers, strap y'all nuts on. The king of motherfucking king, gladiator or gladiator, general of generals is here to kick some ass. So, y'all got options. Y'all got options. Y'all can participate in your liberation or participate in your oppression, or you can kill your fucking self. You can leave when your oppressor leave. I don't give a fuck. This shit is over. Done with. So what we want to do now, just make sure Crumb get this video. So everybody watching the video, tag that nigga, Crumb Snatcher. And I had to give him a little bit of props because he's the first one to open the door for me to come and talk about the issues at hand. And I know he know that I'm the cult leader of the cult leaders. I know he know this. I listen. I hear the unsaid. You understand? So all y'all get that nigga on here. Crumb. Tell him if he gonna tell the fucking story, tell it right. All right, I got a bone to pick. I'm trying to be nice to the brother. Peace, Will. This the shit right here, Will. I'm telling these motherfuckers that we ain't no goddamn gangbangers. We the tribes of the earth people. We the indigenous motherfucking first to the land. Everybody get Will Kapoor big ups in here. Send him up some hearts and some motherfucking thumbs up and shit. That's a motherfucking general in this shit. I don't see no motherfucking hearts for Will in this motherfucker. I cut this motherfucker off. Y'all ain't gonna respect the motherfuckers doing the work for y'all. Goddamn right. There we go, Will. So, we gonna go back to this 21 brick pyramid. Then we lost a brick to the 6, which was me. You see? Now, I was born in 68, 11, 10. Now, 6 and 8 is 14. That's 2 sevens already. My mama told me I was born in 10, 15, but I would be born on the square. But if I was born at 10, 15, there go my third 7. Didn't Rakim say born with 3 sevens in my head? See? It's all tying back together now. This is the conjure. This is the remedy. This is how we get them motherfuckers drugged the fuck out and we get our shit back. This is how we get our shit back. On boss, Mizell, on boss. We got this shit. So, I done had people came from China to confirm me. I done had motherfuckers come from India to see if I am everything that these motherfuckers told them I was. Every motherfucker that come, they left me a key. You see? They left me skeleton keys. For those who don't understand about the skeleton keys. You know what skeleton keys are, right? Skeleton keys. You see? Now, in order to overcome the oppression, the divide and conquer, you got to have a fucking dog in every fight. I can point my dog out in the black fight, the white fight, the Mexican fight, the Asian fight. I know where all my dogs was and are. I know where the mechanics is that look like motherfucking people, but they really a machine. The mechanicals. I know where them motherfuckers at. That's right, Will. I can't wait to see you, dog, for real, for real. We can motherfucker break some bread about this shit. We get these imposters the fuck out. We can break some bread and laugh about this shit. So, I'm going to run y'all through it again real quick because I'm not going to get all off into everybody's literature in the confirmation processes and all of the intricacies. I'm going to tell you like this. My mama started off as the queen of the vice lord. She earned her title as the highest ranking vice lord to date. She would have knew if she'd have been overthrown because they would have told her. But the vice lords had her head out after she got flipped by the G, which was the motherfucking fork, which was my pops, that they called him Fork. Now, Fork started off as a singer, but then when he realized that he had flipped his queen, he could no longer participate in what you call pop culture, because then he would put all of the seeds in crossfire of the enemy. So what do? Become a working man. 30 years at the UAW. But that's his shit. So when I get in, he blessed me with his ring. Now remember, it told you in the book, in Solomon's story, that his father, that God gave Solomon a ring that controls the spirits, the demons. And the ring had a red stone. Remember? But y'all ain't paying attention. Because y'all half-ass study, but y'all don't pay attention to what y'all studying. So, Will, my man, me and Will don't need to see this shit on video. We can talk to each other without no goddamn devices. We got to do this shit publicly for y'all. Goddamn right, Don, the jinn. But not just the jinn, he controlled angels too, if you remember. Because every jinn that he called was controlled by what they call an angel, or they asked him, what angel restricts you? Remember that? What angel restricts you? Right? So then they all give these descriptions. But what y'all don't know, it's a blueprint for a genetic cleanup from some motherfuckers tampering with the human genome. If you really read what's taking place in the book of Solomon, everything is dealing with cleaning up genetics. For sure, for sure. And so, I'm gonna cut this here. I think we got enough in for Crumb to understand that this Byron Allen shit, Donald Trump, Larry Hoover, Kanye West, they all finna set this shit straight. It's cool. This shit finna come to the surface. All the game's over with. They didn't test. Everybody didn't tested me. I didn't passed all the tests. You see, so at this point, it's just a matter of dragging them motherfuckers out in the open. So you can't sit here, Crumb, and go to talking about Larry and Jeff if you ain't prepared to get on the goddamn front lines and go get them brothers. We done with all that lip service shit. You either in or you out. I don't give a fuck which one of them it is. They either part of the problem or they part of the solution. And if you part of the problem, you're going to be treated problematically. You're going to be treated as such. You're going to be treated like you part of the fucking problem. Because we done had enough of the suffering, enough of the struggling. They all told y'all I was going to do this shit. It shouldn't be catching y'all by surprise. If you study Edgar Cayce, if you study Nostradamus, if you study the Masonic material, if you study the Rosicrucian material, if you study the Buddhist material or the Christian material or the Islamic material, y'all know what the fuck this is. But if y'all been half-ass studying, y'all about to feel the heat. Because this shit's not going to be what you think. It's not going to be what you think. All y'all motherfuckers want a nigga to walk on the water. Fuck walking on water. I'm going to walk on your ass. How about that? Fuck walking on water. I'm going to walk on your goddamn neck. As my mama said, I'll slow walk your motherfucking ass. Because that's all you seem to understand. Ain't nobody finna be running around turning no motherfucking water into wine because y'all want to see how alchemists do alchemy. Fuck that shit. Alchemically change your ass from an idiot to a motherfucker with some sense. How about that for alchemy? You know? You can't sit here under oppression and oppress your own people with the same technique that the oppressor used to put you in the condition talking about you trying to liberate some shit. How you gonna free a motherfucker like that? Not possible. Not possible. I see this motherfucker spinning their wheels. I'm not going to follow the status quo because that shit obviously ain't working. I got to do something a little different. I got to walk where no other motherfucker don't want to walk to find the solution to the problem. I got to unravel the fabric at the thread level. I can't unravel it at the fabric level. I got to go to the thread level. I got to walk the underbelly of the motherfucking society like the children of the night. I got to know what it's like to be strung out on motherfucking heroin and crack and can't get right before I get right. I got to know what it's like to bust a cap in the motherfucker ass and the motherfucker to be trying to bust a cap in mine. That's the war zone. I need to know what that shit like. But see, God wiser than man. See, so while you dumbass niggas sending y'all goddamn people to fight the white man war, we got to train our soldiers. So what do? We gonna have some casualties anyway. Fuck it. War games, motherfucker. Live round war games. Blow this bitch up until we get it right. I think we got it right now. I don't think we got to tell them nothing else. Now all we got to do, these motherfuckers can either do two things. Give me my shit or get to getting. We're going to arrange transportation on a food truck for you motherfuckers because y'all going to be dinner for the motherfuckers that's been holding you goddamn motherfuckers in power. They going to eat y'all. They finna get the fuck out of here. It's all in the game, baby. It's all in the game. So, just to show y'all the game rules, I am the PIM motherfucking P. That's perfectly incarnated master player, the player of all players, the Mac of all Macs. Make any one of you motherfuckers listening jump back. Gas for a breath. Where's the rest? Here I am. I'm motherfucking best. You understand what I'm saying?
So you can flip me your lick or you can flip me your bitch. It really don't matter to me. But when I put all this shit together, you gonna bet these motherfuckers gonna feel the weather, the heat that I bring in the middle of motherfucking December. So I alert this brother that if he want to do this game shit, he got two options. Leave it alone or get out the goddamn way of this camera and get on the ground. Boots to the goddamn ground, Crumb. Boots to the ground. There's too many real motherfuckers suffering right now for you niggas to be doing dumb shit like following George Soros in his motherfucking Black Lives Matter. How the fuck he gonna tell you about a Black Lives Matter when he a goddamn Jew that don't even think a Jew life matter? If he don't care about his goddamn people, how the fuck he gonna care about yours? We used him. We used that motherfucker for his purposes. Because they was going to try to do it to us anyway. So we might as well let them motherfuckers think they running their whole program how they think they running it. But then we take that shit over. Fuck two white dudes gonna start a black movement about some niggas getting killed by white people when y'all fall for it. I'm going to say that shit again because I don't think y'all niggas caught that. How in the fuck two white people gonna start a organization to stop some white people for killing black people for black people? I don't know how the fuck dumb you got to be to follow that shit. That have to be, you have to be tutored to be that stupid because you can't be born that dumb. Nature doesn't work like that. Anything born that dumb in nature dies within a year. Anything that dumb in nature dies within a year. Can't be that dumb in nature. Goddamn right, Will. You know, they was worried about a motherfucking jungle deep monkey on a lion's feet. They never did know that I was King Kong walking this motherfucking concrete. It's that they don't now, Myzel. They better care. It's real simple. Don't nobody gotta stay. Everybody that want to leave, y'all can rapture y'all ass up there with the raptors so that they can eat you motherfuckers because y'all don't need to be here. Mm-hmm. Yep. So we gonna share this with Crumb. Make sure that everybody on here share this with Crumb because he needs this information. He need to know what this gang banging shit was all about. It was really about the return of the avatar, the return of God in the flesh, the building of a man, Solomon's temple, the raising of Hiram, squaring him off at the 45 from the 45 till he's standing on this 360, all square at all points. You see? Sticking between the compass and the square. See if he come out 360 in the circle and 360 on the 45. Damn, he squared off on four corners. That's 360 because 490s makes 360. But then the women said that he sound on the motherfucking compass. He's 360 degrees solid. This motherfucker bumped straight. That's what they say. Straight shooter. The golden arrow. The flaming spear. You understand me? The flaming spear. Buju Banton. Motherfucker. It's here. This shit real. Live up close in your motherfucking face. It's niggas on every block right now. You don't even know they there. They sleepers. This shit about to set off. And any motherfucker ain't part of the problem gonna get exterminated with it. Any motherfucker that's part of the problem gonna get exterminated with the problem. I don't give a fuck. I can love you to death, but if you're part of the problem, you're gonna get treated like the problem. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm talking about Crumb TV, the Crumb Snatcher. My boy, the Crumb. Yep, I love the brother to death, but he's talking about some shit now that he gonna be part of the problem or part of the solution. Now, my instinct telling me he already trying to be part of the solution. My experience tell me the nigga in the way. But my instincts say he part of the solution. I'm torn between what I experienced and what my gut telling me. My gut telling me Crumb part of the solution. My experience telling me the nigga in the way. Some of us supposed to look like we in the way though. That's the problem. Some motherfuckers are supposed to look so much in the way that don't nobody pay them no attention until it's too late. I don't know. But I do know this. All the righteous Moors, we done drug them motherfucking imposter Moors out. You see, y'all forget Noble Drew Ali was a Cherokee before he was a Moor. See, right, Crumb? You was a Moor, you know. So y'all know that he wasn't originally Moor Science Temple, but he was originally Moor Zionist Temple up in New Jersey. So once he got the secret, that they called a Masonic secret word, then the Moorish Zionist Temple flipped him off to Detroit, where it became the Moorish Temple of Science, a civics organization. But you can only go so far in civics, and civics is law. Why was he studying law? He was looking for another key. What was the other key? The key was to the contract. But he wasn't going to find it in the law books because it's on your dollar bill. You see? And because the contract code key is on the dollar bill, you didn't know what the fuck you was looking for. And so, when Noble Drew Ali flipped it off to Elijah Poole Bey, who was actually Robert Poole Bey. I've been listening to these niggas say Elijah Poole Bey so much, shaking my head like y'all half-ass know the information. So I'm going to give you a little Elijah Muhammad tutorial, Crumb. He was born Robert Sanderson in Sandersville, Georgia. His name changed to Robert Black under Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Then he became Robert Poole. Then he became Robert Poole Bey. Then he became known under the Ahmadiyya sect of Islam as Ghulam Black or Robert Ghulam Black. He got a whole lot of other names. I'm not going to go down all his names. But you got to understand, it's a key to him using every name. They all mean something. The same with Sheikh Dawood giving keys. The same with Abdul Wali Fuad Muhammad and Wallace Ford, who both use each other's names interchangeably at different times to serve the purposes of liberation. You see, white people don't like this shit either. It's what y'all don't understand. They had to go along with the program, or else would none of us have made it through. We'd have all been fooled, you see. And so I got the keys. I got the KKK key. I got the skinhead key, the Nazi key. And look how dark I am. Make sure you see that shit. They all riding with me, Hell's Angels. See? It's real simple. It's real simple. Yep. I was born woke too. I just had to find reference to get them sleeping motherfuckers so they didn't have to rely on what I not say. Because part of the curse was they wouldn't listen to me until I can prove it. So I had to be the self-raised master, the master of masters, the one that walked the underbelly of society, the one that's the downtrodden, the outcast, the reject, the black sheep, the one nobody don't want around, but everybody need him when it's time to tear the shit up. The most feared and the most motherfucking hated and the most loved, all rolled into one. That was me. Yep. On their asses like Hoover. Remember? Georgetown Hoyas, Hoover on your ass, motherfucker. Yeah. See? Hoover stone remover. What do that mean? That mean that he flipped the P off motherfucking Malik. That's when he flipped to the G. That's how they knew how to conceal me. Silly, silly, silly. But we made the one people concept. Remember? All is one. All is well. Y'all don't remember? Niggas got short memories. Y'all tend to close your mind to the shit that happened in your very own lifetime. So, Crumb, when you're talking about the conditions that produce Larry Hoover, you need to understand the conditions that produced David Barksdale. See, King David had this thing. Why are all these motherfuckers that don't look like me in my neighborhood, and they paying another motherfucker for protection that don't look like me? Didn't make sense. Blatant contradiction. He had to address the issue. He's one of the Grail Kings. The royal bloodlines of Earth have returned in $1 trillion recovery program. All of these Fortune 500, 300, 100 companies, all of these motherfucking central banking systems that use the fiat currency to conceal the real wealth from the people while they live in opulence and greed and the people suffer. We had to figure out a way to all around all that shit. Yes. Yep. Because mama was the original gladiator on this bitch. Till she got her son. Understand me? And every widow's son know where I'm coming from. We all warriors in this motherfucker. Ain't no motherfucking punks in God's army. What the fuck you... Just because a motherfucker ain't saying nothing. So, we gonna end this right here. Hmm. 107.8. And that's the queen. So out of the queen's seat, the order comes at the close out the video at this point. Everybody forward this to Brother Crumb. Tell him to share it. I'm the motherfucker the gang's been trying to produce, and I'm here.
Yes. So Rod has the floor.
So the women had a council eons ago, and that council gave us what's known as the gender contract.
Nicole, personally, because it's my experience, I'm going to share this today. Now, right quick.